you happy with the way that they did?
Yeah, I was really happy. Yeah, I mean, I thought for a minute and a half, you know, even if they get a power play goal, but I mean, the third period, I thought, except for their power play, I thought we were really good defensively, and you know, and I also thought that, you know, if things were changed, if they had called the penalties when they were supposed to call the penalties, that we wouldn't have had the power play goal to go one against. You know, like I thought we had a 3-0 lead, and it's a pure trip behind the net, but this refs start reffing the score, and then we end up getting a penalty, and things turn. So
it almost seemed like that penalty kill with Alex in the box helped right the ship a little bit. Like everybody got a little bit of a confidence.
yeah, well, I mean, we just had to settle down. I mean, there's been so much talk about us not being able to, you know, play defensively and whatever, and we started to panic. Not panic. You know, we were just getting all excited on the bench and everything. We had the veteran guys just said, okay, relax. We're playing a great game. Let's get her going, and we did. And I thought we played really well from then on in.
At the beginning of this month, you had Chimera, Gordon, and Fair together, and they played really well for a while. You could have put those guys back together, could have reunited that line. Instead, you elected to go with Chimera, Steckel, and Bradley, and looked like magic. I mean, they were the most consistent unit.
They were really good, I thought, tonight. And it's funny. You just, you know, I mean, it's the first quarter of the season. You're trying to find things that are really going to click, that you're going to leave them there. And so we're doing a little bit of experimenting with the lines. I've done the same thing every year, you know, and then eventually, you know, we get to where we're pretty confident with what we have, and then we just go with that in the last half of the year. But right now everybody plays with everybody, but I mean, Steckel played a really good game, and so did Bradley and Chimera. I thought they were our best line.
Along the same lines, what was your review of Marcus tonight?
I mean, he worked hard, and he skated, and like, I thought he did an okay job. Like, I mean, it's I gotta imagine, for a young guy, there's a lot of angst when you're playing with Alex, because when you get the puck, I'm just putting myself in that position. Do I skate with it? Do I pass it? Do I look for him? You know, I mean, and it takes a little bit of, you know, getting to know somebody, and we haven't really had a lot of time to practice. But I thought all four lines did a good job.
Do you think that's what happened? He had one play where he probably could have gone straight to the net. He had it.
When he dropped it to Alex there, I think he dropped it there because at the same time he had a play the earlier where he kept it going in the neutral zone, and he could have passed it. So he was a little should I or shouldn't I at that time. So, but that comes with experience.
Bruce, your teams have performed quite well in the third period so far this season. What do you attribute that to, and what did you tell the players after the second period to sort of keep their focus?
Well, I don't have to tell them anything to keep their focus. I mean, it's their job. But I mean, what I did tell them to stay the course, because they were doing a really good job, and just to keep going and just, you know, pay attention to the details and do the right thing. And I thought we did do the right thing, and we had a couple good scoring chances to boot.
Neuvert was outstanding in that third period, especially during that PK. Was this kind of the same thing where he builds up, and then in the third period
Well, that's been the result so far. I mean, and again, I think it's from him. It's his experience of having to go through 2 championship rounds in the playoffs. He knows, like, when to really buckle down, and he's protected the lead for us really good this year. He's, you know, he's growing up. You could see it right before your eyes.
Are you ever concerned in a period like that when the rest of the team's done such a good job of not letting them get chances on him, and he hasn't had a lot of work, and then 5 shots on the power play?
Not in the third. I mean, if it was the first period, it'd be a little more concerned. But I mean, he's warm. He's into the game. He's mentally, you know, right there. So I don't worry about it at that point.